Good day, everyone. So, for today's discussion, I will continue the topic. Exercise number 2. Ay, human naman ang exercise number 1 ganiha. So, Kingdom Protesta and Sub-Kingdom Protozoa na ta. So, the Kingdom Protesta or Protesta, Sub-Kingdom Protozoa or animal-like protist, or are unicellular, microscopic, animal-like organism. These life forms provide materials to understand the basic life activities of multicellular animals. They occur in all types of habitats. Many are parasites, others are free-living. Some are solitary and others are colonial. So, muna siya ang Kingdom Protesta is muna siya ang unicellular microscopic. Makuha nato niya siya sa micro o sa mga basta sa mga microscopic na siya, animal-like organism. So, diha na ito mailhan ang mga protozoa. So, below show the common group of protozoans. So, phylum Sarcomasticopora, locomotory structures are either flagellia or pediopodia, usually with only one type of nucleus. No spore formation. Subphylum. So, what is Subphylum Mastocopora? So, Subphylum Mastocopora atong i-define kung unsa na siya. So, a taxonomic superclass within the subphylum Sarcomasticopora means unicellular heteropic protozoans. Mana siya ang Subphylum Masticopora. So, naay iyahang usa ka klase. So, class Zomasticopora. So, unsa iyang gipasabot? Move by means or flagellia or singular flagellum. Predominantly parasitic. So, it means gahisgot ra gihapon siya og parasitic and the protozoa. So, example, Trigonomonas, Typanosoma, Leishmania. So, mana siya. So, let's move to another. Subphylum Sacordina. Subphylum Sacordina, which is, kuan siya, move by means of Pseudopea or singular pseudopium. Present or free-living or parasitic. Amoeba, Ectomoeba o Histolytica. Mao ni siya ang sa phylum, phylum Sacordina. Sa iyang class, labos siya, mao ni siya katong Amoeba, Ectomoeba o Histolytica. Mana siya. Most are free-living, parasitic. Mana siya. So, phylum Acoplesta, Celia and Flagellia. So, absent. Celia and Flagellia. So, mana siya. Except on certain reproductive stages, sized often present parasitic with apical complex used to penetrate host cells. Mao na siya. So, arita sa class Sprozoa. Unsa ni ang class Sprozoa? Spores or oocysts that are typically present contain infective sporozoites. Flagellia present only in ang ihang sa class Sporozoa is present ang ihang flagellia, samantalang ang sa phylum is absent. So, dili it means ka Sa contain infective protozoals flagellia present only in microgametes of some groups. Pisotopedia ordinarily absent. If present, they are used for feeding, not for locomotor. Have life cycles involving one or two hosts. Mga na siya. Ang Plasmodium toxoplasma, mo na siya ang example. So, phylum Ciliopora. So, unsa day ang phylum Ciliopora? So, kanin siya katuning cilia or ciliary. Kanang sa atong gina-study sa mga scientist about sa atong reproductive system. Cilia or ciliary organelles present in at least one stage of life cycle, has two types of nuclei. Most species are free living, many are commensals and some parasitics. So example is Paramecium or class Ciliata. So the objectives to study the cellular organelles of a protozoan. Number 2, to study the characteristics features of protozoans. So mao ni siya, di ba? Ang objectives niya to classify representative protozoan with different modes of living. So mao ni siyang materials and methods, light compound microscope, prepared slides of mao na siya dayon. Sa procedure, amoeba, also called amoeba, plural amoebas or amoebae. These are generally parasitic. So kani sila tanan gitawag generally is parasitic or parasites ang amoeba. Though some forms are free living. 1. Get a prepared slide of amoeba and examine under the LPO, means lipid prosectization, and human phenotype ontology muna ang HPO. So identify the visible organelles. So muna siya organelles, 2, get a drop of the hay effusion culture and prepare a wet mount, examine under. So muna siya kani siyang procedure aduna din siya examine sa microscope. So ano siya ang pagkuan steps para makuha nato ang parasitic sa amoeba. So muna siya guided by morphology of amoeba as seen in the prepared slide. Look for an amoeba. Note the general appearance, color. So sa mogamit ka sa microscope, makita niyo dito ang iyang appearance, color, cytoplasmic, and organelles. So mao na siya ang makita dito. So letter B nga procedure sa Paramecium, a free-living protozoan. So free-living of protozoan, prepare another wet o kanang basa mount from the hay infusion culture. Minimize the movement with the use of cotton fibers. So muna siya gamitan yun ana basta mag ano ka sa imuhang microscope. So observe how the animal moves, avoidance reaction dayon. Number 2 is oral groove and other visible structures. Observe the movements of the cilia. So diyan mo na siya ma-describe or anuhan kanang ma-observe. So, observe other structures inside the cell and all visible parts. Mana siya ang sa basta ano na. So, word bank, oral groove, mana siya, word bank. So, next is the Department of Biological. So, muni ang parts sa trigos, cilium, feeder. So, mana siya reticulum, idioplasmic. Muna siya ang mga parts sa kingdom protesta and some kingdom protozoa. Level the structures indicated by mana siya. Manay. So we continue the exercise number 3. So, ganiha is kingdom protesta, subkingdom protozoans. So, karon sa exercise number 3, parazoans and samples metazoans. So, moriferans or sponges are the lowest form of multicellular animals. The body has many pores called osla. Singular. Mana siya. However, then, kingdom Animalia o subkingdom Parazoa, ang phylum Porifera sponges. Classes of phylum Porifera based on their skeletal support, primarily spiculous. So, class Calcarea have calcareous spiculous, or example is Garantia or Skypa. Class Hisactiniliada have 6 rayed Celsius spiculous, etc. Venus flowers basket like na class Demosticata, class Ceasrospicita. Dayon ang number mana siya ang class of phylum Porifera. Number 3, basic level of sponge construction showing the canal system. Number 1 is icon, number 2 is cycon, and number 3 is lucon. Ascon is simple and least common sponge body form. Cycon, a sponge wall appears folded radial canals lined with zoocytes. Mana siya. Has many chambers extends dahan na siya sa lokon sa branch. So, kingdom Animalia, subkingdom Humitozoa, phylum Cnidaria. Hydroids, jellies, and corals. Mana siya ang subkingdom in human. Ano na siya ang phylum Cnidaria, hydroids, jellies, corals, and sea anemones. So, humitozoans are multicellular, animals that have true tissues organized for specific function. Simple forms of metazoans include Cnidarians. They exhibit radial, wherein body parts are arranged around the oral-abural axis. They are diplomastic organism with some. So, Mesolia or gelatinous matrix is found between the layers. Mauna siya. So, mapauni siya sa between the layers and staying organelles, nematocytes. Mauna siya. These organisms live solitary in colonies. Dimorphism is exhibit in having individual types. So, ang dimorphism is na ay types called POM, while free swimming body form is called medusa. Mana siya medusa. Colonial types of alternation of sexual and asexual generation. They are classified into class Hydrozoa, class Cyprozoa, class Anthozoa, and class Copozoa. Can be found in both and marine freshwater habitats. Mani siya, makita ni siya ang class Hydrozoa sa mga limpyo nga mga tubig in habitats, have poly and medusa form, etc. Example, Hydra palm or form, Obelia palm and Metosa Scylla na siya. True jellyfish, Medusa stage dominant, all marine, free swimming, etc. Or example, Australia. Ano siya? Pulp stage, dominant all marine, maybe colonial, solitary. Reduced all marine, also called box jellyfish. So, mara na siya. So, objectives is to study, compare the characteristics. So, yahang gano diri is compare and study the characteristics of poriferans and cnidarians. So, describe the structure, features of representative animals under this phyla. Mana siya. So, materials and methods. Mana siya sa microscopic. Phylum Porifera. So, ano na to sa phylum? Anatomy of spongies. External sa phylum Porifera. Obtain and observe a dried sample of Venus flower basket Hulectelia. Touch the glassy skeleton of silicon that characterizes class Hexateniliada. Examine the base of available spongies. Are they attached to some objects or do they show evidence of having been attached? So, ano siya? Secure a prepared slide of sponge spicules. View under LP also. Manday ka to sa microscope, dito siya. Canal system of the spongies. Examine prepared slides of Grantea under LPO. Move the glass slide to identify the following. So, imo na siyang i-move para ma-identify gud nimo kung asa. Ostla pores that serves as incurrent openings. So, in current canal, water route to be spongical. So, gastral internal gravity. So, na siya. So, phylum Cnidarian, Hydra. Examine prepared slide of Hydra. Solitary basal disc, Hydra, Hypotozoum. Na siya. Ang Obelia is a colonial hydroid. Perisarc, transparent protective tube that encase the muni ang phylum Cnidarian is Hydra, Obelia, coral, jellies o mga jellyfish. Mao ni siya ang ipangkulik para sa mga mabalan kung asa. Observe a fresh preserved specimen of Cyclotozoan. Identify the following parts of level to diagram in worksheet. So, mani siya. Bell of umbrella, reproductive, kung unsa katong siyang ulo. Or jellyfish. So, mani siya. Canal system of the spongies. Ostala, spores that serve as incurrent openings. Incurrent canal water route to the spongiole. So, mani siya ang corallite, mani cup-like structure that houses the pulp. Septa, inward extension of the body wall that divides the gastrals. So, cavity. Asterior is specific coral type that you will draw. So, mani siya. So, that's all. So, marini ang sa exercise number 2 and 3. So, Number 2 and 3. So, this is 8. Marami akong na-answer.